This guy is so unqualified for the job. He runs around on a stage like he's a 12-year-old playing Army. And it is ridiculous. It is embarrassing. And I can't imagine what our allies think.
So when the administration commits a war crime, allegedly, when Donald Trump is alleged to be a murderer and a war criminal, when Pete Hegseth is the same, rather than actually deal with the controversy and the decisions they've made, they run to try to punish people who are critical of them. People who have lived their entire adult life in service to this country, like Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly, he's a little bit too middle of the road for me relative to Democratic politics. I still have a lot of respect for him. I still think he's great. I still think that we all should aspire to be the public servant that he is, that he has been, that he has proven himself to be. Navy captain, combat fighter pilot, has taken fire in combat. Astronaut, has been in space multiple times. United States Senator, the husband of a former congresswoman who almost lost her life to political violence in service to her country, Gabby Giffords. American hero story. These are like made for TV movie types of lives we're talking about. And they want to take him out because he criticizes war crimes. He acknowledges the danger of this administration and admonishes active duty troops to follow only legal orders. And for that, they want to punish him. Well, yesterday, Mark Kelly, the same Mark Kelly, and I don't throw the word hero around a lot, by the way. You got to do something special to be called heroic, even, in my mind. I think we've lowered the bar. This is an aside, has nothing to do with the video, but here we are. I think we've lowered the bar for hero. Just because you put on a badge and you thump people with your nightstick or kill them, unarmed black men in the street, doesn't make you a fucking hero. Just because you put on a fire hat doesn't make you a hero. Actions make you a hero. Not lack of fear, but action in the face of fear in a critical moment. That's what makes you a hero. I'm not a hero. Never have been a hero, right? Mark Kelly, I believe, is. So Mark Kelly gave a speech yesterday, like 38 minutes long, talking about his role in this and his criticisms of what's going on. And there's two moments that I want to highlight for you. One is him, the overarching thing, he's just burning Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump right to the ground. With accuracy and experience and understanding of the things he's talking about. He's not there to clout chase. He's not there for clicks. He's there to communicate to the American people the clear and present danger that is posed by Donald Trump and his ass-lick Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. His white Christian nationalist Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. His attender of a church that wants the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote, repealed, parishioner Pete Hegseth. We'll start with Mark Kelly's comments about Donald Trump.
I will not be intimidated by this president. I am not going to be silenced by this president or the people around him because I've given too much in service to this country to back down to this guy. In 1991, when Donald Trump was driving the Taj Mahal Casino into bankruptcy, I was getting shot at over Iraq and Kuwait. In 2001, after Donald Trump said that the collapse of the Twin Towers meant he now owned the tallest skyscraper in Manhattan, I was carrying flags honoring 9/11 victims into space on a rocket ship. In 2003, when Donald Trump was writing birthday greetings to the monster Jeffrey Epstein, I was the first on the scene to recover the bodies of my fellow astronauts who died when Space Shuttle Columbia exploded during re-entry. In 2011, when Trump was hosting a reality show and peddling conspiracy theories against President Barack Obama, I was sitting next to my wife's hospital bed as she recovered from a gunshot wound to the head. My point is this: I've been through a lot worse in service to my country. The President and Pete Hegseth are not going to silence me.
I think maybe he's contemplating running for president. And that would be good. We need more voices in the conversation for sure. But what he's saying is 100% accurate. And he's doing it with a little bit of flair, juxtaposing his service against Donald Trump's. It's brilliant. It works. It plays. Even MAGA world understands and respects service to country. They might not actively do it under the auspices of the direction of their dear leader, the cult leader, Donald Trump. But in their minds, at their core, it is in them to respect service and sacrifice. It just is. It's been programmed into us through propaganda our entire lives. While Donald Trump was bankrupt in a casino, I was taking fire in combat. Donald Trump is a draft dodger. I love it. I'm here for it. I wish I had a part in crafting these types of messages for these politicians. We need more aggressive messages. We need more bombacity from our leaders in politics. In this day and age, it might not have played 20 years ago, but it certainly plays today. And we need to play the game by the rules that have been set by the opposition, because they're not following standard traditional rules. They don't care about what's normal. They don't care about customs and tradition. So we need to do that. And in this next clip, he doesn't just take Donald Trump to task. He goes straight for the jugular of Pete Hegseth, calling him a child. That his experience pales in comparison to that of Navy fighter pilot, captain in the United States Navy, which is a full bird colonel in the other services, astronaut Mark Kelly, United States Senator Mark Kelly. That go away, little boy, let the adults in the room lead.
This guy is so unqualified for the job. I mean, think about this. He runs around on a stage talking about lethality and warrior ethos and killing people. We have the most competent, capable military this planet has ever seen by far. That's not the message that needs to come from the Secretary of Defense. The message should be about what's our mission and accountability and the rule of law and training. And let me make sure you're equipped to do really hard jobs. Let me give you all the tools you need to do something that often is an impossible mission. And instead, he runs around on a stage like he's a 12-year-old playing Army. And it is ridiculous. It is embarrassing. And I can't imagine what our allies think of looking at that guy in this job, one of the most important jobs in our country. In my view, after the President of the United States, it is the next most important job. He is in the National Command Authority for Nuclear Weapons. And last night, he's putting out on the internet turtles with rocket-propelled grenades. Have you seen this? This is the Secretary of Defense. This is not a serious person. He should have been fired after SignalGate. And then every single day after that.
Pete Hegseth should have been fired after SignalGate. Pete Hegseth should be fired now. Pete Hegseth should be, and I hope will be, impeached, convicted, and removed from office. And as part of that, the United States Senate, if we get a large enough majority, also has under its authority during an impeachment trial to disqualify running for a federal office ever again. And that's what they should do. Pete Hegseth, because of the war crimes that he allegedly committed, should be impeached, convicted, and removed, and disqualified from further public office. Donald Trump, the same thing should happen. But if we have to start with the small fries first, let's do that. Mark Kelly, I'm here for this messaging, sir. Good job. Somebody from Arizona, get him on the horn. Let's get him on the show. What do you think? I invite you to this conversation. We can have it in the comments below the video, wherever you're watching it, whether that be Facebook or YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed or liked and followed on both of those platforms. I would appreciate it very much. It absolutely does help the algorithm when you comment and you like and you share, you engage with the content. YouTube thinks, oh, yeah, this is great. We got to give this to other people. So, trick them and make YouTube think this is a great video. I would appreciate it very much. You can also call the voicemail line after you've commented or in lieu of commenting, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I love and appreciate you. Thank you for your actual patriotism in this moment in American history. Thank you for not practicing conservative patriotism. Thank you for looking at our history and our country with a critical eye in an effort to make it better. That is what patriotism is, not lazy patriotism. Anyway, I love and appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Be genuine and take care of one another.